All right, all right, all right. So let's talk about pack shots. Pack shots. Let's start with lighting. All right, lighting. You don't need a lot. You don't need a whole lot. Now, you'll see, even I fell into this once or twice. They'll have these kits. You'll hear terms like 3-point light system, 2-point, 4-point. That's all. That's nothing. It's nothing. Now, all you really need for pack shots is one light, maybe two, but one definitely that's kind of strong. If you're doing small stuff and you're doing it a little softer, a little bit more, not like edgy, it doesn't even need to have that much power. I mean, I would say a 600 watt second light, one light, would work. Now, you're going to need a reflector with that light. When I say reflector, I don't mean the light modifier. I mean the reflector that goes around the light. You're going to need a reflector. Now, modifiers are a little bit different. Sometimes I use a strip box, a strip softbox. And when we go into there, not on this video, you'll see I'll point this out again. So you're looking at a 600 watt light. Sometimes I use a strip box. Not all the time. Here's why. What I found out in my career is somebody says, here's this Novatron 3-point lighting system. I bought it. You need umbrellas. I bought them. You need soft boxes. I bought them. Today, 90% of my shoots are with a light, one light, a 8-inch reflector on the light, no softbox. I use transparencies, shoot throughs. It's called a scrim. I have a scrim. I've got a 6-foot one. I've got the ones I use the most are 4 foot by 3 foot. And this translucent piece of white cloth goes through it. Most of the time I use Lee cloth. What that allows me to do is, you can still do it with a softbox, but allows me to take that flat box, that flat diffuser, and allows me to angle the light behind it so I can control the light on what I'm taking a picture of, what I'm photographing. Remember, along the edges, you're going to want to get gradients. No hot spots most of the time. Sometimes you can get away with a hot spot. If you're doing a drink, something kind of cool, get away with a hot spot. But no, if you're doing food, you want to stay away from hot spots. You want it to be a gradient. You want the shadows to roll off. You want them to roll off. That being said, you just need really one light. These here, foam core, but I use them for black reflector boards. Let's see if you can tell. See up here? If I go like this, that's called flagging. I can flag that off. I could put this up there, and then it gets rid of the hot spot. The same way with diffraction alongside you'll get some flare, some haze over on the side of it. Again, when I take you in there, not this video, I'll point all this out. But we're going to start, when I do that video, with one light and a 4x6 diffusion panel with lead diffuser on it. I can't even remember what the number is I use. Hang on. Well, I'm getting distracted. The whole point is you don't need a 3-point lighting system. You don't need a hair light, a background light, a kicker light. Only put a light in if it fixes a problem. Other than that, foam core works real well. Black for flagging. It's called flagging. White. I don't know. What do I do? White for filling. See this underneath here hides my roll. Boom. Now I probably look kind of cool. What do you think? Then you fill with this. A product shot is not like a portrait, which I will go through portraits too, because there is commercial portraiture. And a commercial photographer doesn't necessarily take product shot. They do, but they don't. I mean, it's weird. But this and this, one good sized light and a camera, and for me, I don't care what it is. Now remember, I'm not talking about work on how I work for the big corporate company I work for. In case you don't know, I'm retained by a global company. That's why a lot of times I can't show you what I'm working on because secret, they think everything they do is groundbreaking. But anyways, that being said, when I first started, it was for the mom and pop stores, the mom and pop restaurants, the getting going. I was getting going. The real estate agent that was just starting off, those were my customers. What in the world is that? So I'm working on this program where I get paid a 6-figure income. I'm retained by a very large company, a Goliath company, to make content for them. I gotta go see what this is. All right. So that is a big, gigantic truck spraying weeds alongside the road. Only when I record. So anyways, where was I? Now, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this so you understand where I'm coming from. I work for a behemoth company. They give me a new car, a new truck every year. They pay my gas bill. They pay my food when I'm out working. They give me an expense account. I can buy anything I pretty much want. That being said, I long to get back to my roots. I was much happier working for the mom and pops, making friends, shaking hands, making a good living. albeit a little harder because it cost more and I didn't have all the stuff that I have now. But I long to get back to that. So it's weird how I pretty much have got to where I want to be. But I find out once I'm there for 20 years, because I'm a little slow, that's not the best place to be. That's not where I want to be. I want to be over here with the mom and pops. I want to go back to hustling like I used to. I want to go back to meeting Joe, walking into a restaurant and Joe that I shot his campaign for, got him going, shaking hands with him. That's where I want this to be. So everything I tell you is going to be directed towards that, not what I do for the man. Is the money better where I want to be? Well, I don't know. Am I going to be happier? Definitely. Definitely happier. And when you're a creative, it is a lot easier to create when you're happy. I'm not sad where I'm at. It's not horrible. But I'm just saying, I got much more meaning. I got more meaning, more substance, more, what's the word I'm looking for? More, I felt better about myself and what I was doing when I was doing the mom and pops. Now, from here on out, when I'm talking about getting local work, when I'm talking about for you maybe not having a lot of money, needing to get started, remember, I'm headed back to where I'm telling you to go. That's where I want to be. I want to be right where you're going. So I've already been there. Let me be your Sherpa. You know, they say, who was the first man at the top of Mount Everest? Tenzing Norgay was. Tenzing Norgay, the Sherpa that led that dude up there. Let me be your Sherpa. I've already been there. I'm heading back. Now, I'm going to do this with not the most expensive equipment. You know why? Because you don't need it. You don't need it. When I'm taking photos of a large factory with a large piece of equipment that maybe Hawk put in or Paul, I need a lot of lights. There's a ton of people doing that. I probably got a crew of 100, 110 people helping me. I want to get back to a crew of 3 people. Me, maybe a second. I call them a second because they're not an apprentice. They're a second. They're my second shooter. They're my assistant. They're whatever. My second. Sometimes maybe a makeup artist. If I'm doing food, I might need a food stylist. Who knows? That's what's great about doing this. Now, again, I worry about you guys thinking I'm bragging. I'm not. I just want you to know I've been to the top of the mountain. I'm headed back down because that is where the party is. The party is down at the bottom of the mountain. I hate to say it, but that's where it's at. When it comes to product shot, pack shots, they make robots. that do this. Everything's set up, and this thing just pumps it out for pennies. These big production houses use those robots to do that. So when they need a picture of something, candy bars, Coke, water, they can set that robot up. So they, Coke, candy bar, it's all said and done. One and done, it's out the door. We can't compete against that with pack shots. But locally, we can. Locally, we're serving a client that robot will never talk to. That being said, that goes with all the things I'm going to talk about. Remember, I'm going to be talking about where I'm headed, which is the exact same place you're headed, if you're into this. If you're just here for the kick back and chill, boom, we're here. You're going to get that too. But, this isn't After Dark. I'm Big Bobby. But you, my friend, can call me the Tingle Junkie. There's my big car. That's a motorcycle. It's a Harley. Anyways. Every night, I don't know why I try. But anyways, that's where I'm going to go with that. So if you want to learn about what I'm doing, there's going to be plenty of information on there. If you want to just kick back, relax, I'm going to do it all ASMR style. ASMR. I'm going to pick stuff up. I'm going to handle it around binaural mics. We're still going to keep doing it. But this is After Dark. This is a talking video, a listen to motorcycles video, the dude spraying the weeds down the road video, that kind of video. That's the kind of video this is. This is Studio L7, ASMR. Unpredictable, but in a predictable way. Got it? Come hang out with me Friday on Cool. Well, I won't be hanging out, it'll be a video. But come hang out with me Sunday. Come hang out with me Sunday on the Hangout. Next Monday, another Behind the Sounds. And I'm going to start slipping these ones like this in on After Darks on Wednesdays. And if I make a video and it's not real calm and you don't hear a lot of clicky sounds and stuff, I'm going to put that on Still in Business. I'll let you know it's there, but most of the time, I'm going to do them here. Too. So the same video, just put it on two different, but some of the stuff that I'm going to cover, it can't be done ASMR-ish. So that stuff will just be over there. But I'll let you know. Again, I'm repeating myself. I know. I'm repeating myself. Crazy, isn't it? It's my new word. Crazy. That's what I tell the grandkids. Crazy, isn't it? Anyways, bye. Love you.